The next speaker is Dr. Renu Gulwani. She is associate professor in the Government Doon Medical College, Dehradun. She published around 20-25 papers, including 2 case series, and she secured first position in oral presentation in a conference in SRMS Bareilly. So, with this impressive CV, I would like to invite Dr. Renu Gulwani for the lecture on WHO pharmacovigilance indicators. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone present over here. A very good afternoon to all of you. I, Dr. Renu Gulwani, am going to present here the WHO Pharmacovigilance Indicator. Indicator literally means something that leverage or gives a state of something. So that means the indicator. When it comes to pharmacovigilance indicators, as we all know, the pharmacovigilance activity in India has taken its inception since 2010 in a full-fledged manner, and now around a decade has been passed, after which it's high time to have the interim evolution of pharmacovigilance system in the India, particularly the nascent system in the developing country like India. So for this, I have taken this pharmacovigilance indicator topic just for the high time to need the assessment. So I'll cover my topic under following heading that I will define what is these indicators are, what are these types of indicators, how they are categorized, and the status in the India. And finally, what challenges and limitations we are meeting in and what is needed for to overcome these challenges. Now, coming over to these pharmacovigilance indicators, they are particularly the measures for evaluation. It evaluates the baseline situation of the nascent pharmacovigilance system, the progress in the system, and finally, it assesses the services and the instrument provided by the pharmacovigilance facility or activity. So if we say basically it will assess at the pharmacovigilance facility or activity, it will assess the structure, the process and the outcome, meaning by the structure or infrastructure provided, the system running for, and ultimately what achievement we got through the development program, project and policing running under the pharmacovigilance program. So in nutshell, we can say that this pharmacovigilance indicator are going to give the information of measuring how well our nascent pharmacovigilance system is achieving its objective. So, what objective we could get after using this tool as pharmacovigilance indicator? We could have the status of the nascent pharmacovigilance system. We can have the situation where it lies on. We can have the comparison of the pharmacovigilance facility or activity running at local area, at regional area, and at the national area. We can have at one center, we can have supervision over that activity. We can monitor the activity at the pharmacovigilance. We can have comparison from around the geographics of the India or the nationally or the globally. And we take appropriate action after identifying the strength and the weakness linked with the system. Now, as I said, after defining and telling this pharmacovigilance tool, I will go on to the types. What are these indicators are and what types of this? So basically, these indicators are of 3 types. The core indicator, as we all might be knowing, the WHO has already been given the prescription core indicators. Likewise, here also we have the pharmacovigilance core indicator, along with the complementary indicator, and lastly we have the pharmacovigilance indicator for exclusively public health program which are running with the pharmacovigilance setup. So this core indicator, which are the prime and the foremost one, they are giving the basic information of the pharmacovigilance facility and the activity, and they are highly relevant. They are 27 in number. The complementary indicators are 36 in number. They give the additional information related to the pharmacovigilance facility or the activity. And they are also useful. Sometimes they give the activity running over at high pace, not for the nascent. For the nascent, we can just go for the prime one, the core indicator itself, and that is 27. So these indicator, as I said, will assess the three areas: the structure, the process, and the outcome or the impact. So on that basis, both these main indicator, like core and the complementary, both these main indicator are again categorized into three arena, and these are the structure, process, and the outcome. Now, this structural indicators, when we assess at the pharmacovigilance activity, we will get the qualitative data, whether the structure is present or not, whether the policies are there or not, whether the financial sources are not. So this will give the decomitis or the qualitative data. When we assess the process or the running processing, running functioning, or outcome, we will have the quantitative or numerical value. So we will have the quantitative data. So this core pharmacovigilance, which I have said, they are 27 in number, as they are going to give the information over the three level, the structure, process, and the outcome. These 27 indicators are subdivided into 10 structure, 9 process, and 8 impact or the outcome indicators. Same with the complementary, they are 36 in total, and they give information related to 11 structural, 13 process, and 12 impact indicator. So basically, we have this much of data. When it comes to assessment of the pharmacovigilance activity, we will get 63 indicators, 27 core and 36 complementary. But as we are short with the time, the session is compact, we will mainly converging our topic only towards the core, which will give the basic and the prime information of the nascent pharmacovigilance facility or activity. They are 27 in number. It has 10 structural, 9 process, 8 impact, or the outcome indicator. So starting with the core structural indicator, as I said, it will give the information related to the system running, the structure present, infrastructure availability, I mean to say. So what are the indicators? What are the seeking information in these indicators are, as they are 10 in number, they are CS1, 2, 3, and likewise up to CS10. So basically, they want the information related to the structure, whether the center at any area or regional, local area, it's having or not, where pharmacovigilance center is there or not, the statutory provision is not there, whether regulatory authorities are there, financial provision is there, human resources are available or not, ADR forms are available or not, ADR forms for medication errors are there or not, counterfeit drug, ineffectiveness of the drugs, misuse of the drug, and ADR for the general public are available or not. It will give the information related to yes or no, whether present or not present. It will give the qualitative data. Like ADR's collection process is there. Some person is there to collect the ADR. Or whether the ADR collection process is incorporated in curriculum or not, it could be incorporated with the doctors also, any healthcare professionals like dentists, pharmacists, nurses, or to other specified persons. So under this ninth structure, we will have whether the pharmacovigilance facility is disseminating this information in the form of newsletters or there is any advisory committee. So this is the 10 structural indicator. Going towards the 9 process indicator, as is this will give the running process of the system, whether the pharmacovigilance facility or system are running properly or in a standard parameters, like 9 parameters they have given. What are the total number of the ADR reported in previous year, total ADR in a database in a year, total acknowledged or feedbacked data of the ADR, whether the ADR reports are causality, whether their causality assessment been done or not, whether they are satisfactory completed or not, or their therapeutic ineffectiveness ADR are incorporated in this ADR system, medication error ADR, whether there is pharmaceutical companies registered with this center to report the ADR, or active surveillance system is running or not. So this will give the 9 process indicator. Coming over to 8 outcome indicators. This will give the outcome, what the pharmacovigilance facility, wherever the local, regional, or the national, giving result or the changes in the system or not. So the achievement or outcome, 8 indicators are whether the nascent pharmacovigilance activity or facility have generated any signal in the previous 5 year, or there is regulatory action being taken like product label change, like withdrawal of the medicine, safety warning issued, or restriction to the use of any medications. Or it will give the outcome in the form of whether there is medicine related hospital admission or not, or in per 1,000 patient there is death or not related to the medicine, per lakh population whether there is death related to the medicine, or what is the cost of the treatment related to the medication problem, medicine related hospital stay, and hospitalization. So this is how we will get 8 outcome indicator. So collectively we will have 27 core indicator, 10 structural, 9 process, and 8 outcome indicator. So based on this, as we have the information of the score indicator, based on this, as this is the time we have passed a decade around since the inception of the pharmacovigilance, some studies has been conducted to assess this pharmacovigilance system in India also. One of this is a study done by the Karen Megetter in 2015. I must say in 2015, in that year in which this indicator guideline, or this indicator was released was by the WHO at the same time. These studies were done by the Karen Megetter in 2015. In that study, here, the India got aggregate score of 15 out of 63 indicators outcome. 63 means 27 core and 36 complementary. So India was lagging behind from many other countries, especially in the developing countries. So on that basis also, recently in 22 also, to 2022 also, the Hamza Gereshi did the systematic review over comparison of the pharmacovigilance indicator activity among many developing countries. So in this also, India lies at very behind and it need to be upgraded. Very important point to be noted here is that in this, the green part is showing the outcome indicator. So in this study, we can note that the outcome is nil in this. So it is imperative to increase the pharmacovigilance assessment activity also. It is imperative to increase the updation in pharmacovigilance activity so that we can identify the element for sustainable pharmacovigilance strategy and areas of improvement. So India is facing so many challenges and limitations, no doubt. It has resource constraint like human resources, the financial resources. The system is very complex and the quality of the data of the ADR reporting is also not up to the mark. So studies are much needed to upgrade the quality of the ADR reporting. The system should be simplified so that each and every person up to the consumer level can report very easily, and the constraint should be removed. So with this, I can say that India needs a performance report which should be measured and reported, because performance can increase the improvement. Okay, so with this wrap up, I could say that we all must do our work with the pride, putting the safety at every side. Thank you so much from my side.
Thank you, Dr. Renu, for such a wonderful and very good summary of the indicators. Now the session is open for few questions.
I think you have very well elaborated the data which is prevalent or present in WHO database or somewhere. Anyway, basic issue with India is that we are not reporting. We have been making efforts since long, and physicians do not report. It is a rare thing when the physician report. Now what is happening is that we have established centers, pharmacovigilance centers in different pharmacological departments. And those centers, what they are doing is known to everyone. Another thing is, the reporting is done, should be done by physicians by dentists, as you said, by nurses and paramedical staff and pharmacists. Actually, none of these is trained in pharmacovigilance except that new regulations have come for MBBS schools. We do not have clinical pharmacists. We do not have nurses who understand what is adverse reactions. We do not have this type of activity in dentist courses. Clinical pharmacists are not available. So we just talking uh, in the sky what is happening, what should happen, what we should do. Indian Medical Association, we made efforts, and at all India level, a meeting was held in Hyderabad. I was present in that meeting, and one or two representatives from Uppsala also came in that meeting. And thereafter, it, no effort was made by Indian Medical Association also to propagate pharmacovigilance. So what is happening is that we only talk. Only few people are working. And on that basis, if we create data and all that, so that is not justifiable.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is. I am officer in charge Pharmacovigilance Program of India at Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission. I don't have a question. Good presentation made by Madam, but I just want to supplement here that the pharmacovigilance indicators are an important tool for the WHO NRA assessment also. And WHO has come out with the Global Benchmarking Tools 2021, where pharmacovigilance is one of the important functions among 9 functions as per the WHO GBT 2021. There are total 9 functions, 62 indicators and 268 sub-indicators. And WHO NRA assessment in respect of vaccines was done last in 2017, where India passed at a maturity level 4, so got 100% marks, and I don't know the data collected here, but the India is having an advanced system of pharmacovigilance as we qualified 100% marks in the vigilance indicators, and the next WHO NRA assessment in respect of vaccines is due and the preparations are ongoing. So this is what I just wanted to supplement to this topic.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Sir, this was, as I told you, this was best of my knowledge that I can search on the internet as going through the IPC website as well as on the CDSCO on the WHO site. I could find, I myself was searching about since 2015, there was no indicator assessment over the India, no study was conducted. So that was doubt in myself also. I was also in doubt ki why there was no study and how this lagging behind. Since 2015, we are just giving this data. So that's why, and thank you so much for updating me, and thank you to all.